Today I'll be showing you analytics, one of the latest features on Jellypod. So on the left here, you have your analytics tab under podcasts, and this will take you to the analytics dashboard. This is a total all-up view of how your podcast is doing across your RSS feed and all the places that it's hooked into. So namely Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Podcast Index, Amazon Music, and all the other countless places that you can attach your RSS feed to. So you're going to see some key metrics up top. Total downloads, sort of over the last month, how many listens have you gotten? Downloads, listens, streams are all kind of synonymous in our world. And then you have weekly downloads, which is that same metric, but cut across the last 7 days. And in both cases, you can see how it compares against a month or week prior. So you can kind of see how things are trending. Then you have your top platform. So typically this would be Spotify or YouTube or Apple, but for me it's Chrome because I share my RSS feed as a link very often, and people just play it in their browser. And then we also will show your top episode, and this is across all episodes. You get sort of a glance at this over time, seeing how, if there are spikes or gradual listening throughout. And then you get some nice slices here about what are the top episodes, which episode is driving this download, at least in the last 30 days. For me right here, it's a podcast about how you can use your Jellypod podcast to actually boost blog engagement. You can embed a Jellypod podcast onto a blog that increases the amount of time people spend on that page, which in turn boosts it for Google. And on top of that, you can also link back to your blog using your Jellypod custom website, which also increases backlinks and improves your blog. Beyond that, you have popular platforms. So for me, it's Chrome, iVoox, and Apple Podcasts. But this is in large part because I haven't hooked up Spotify and YouTube for these particular podcasts. And then you also get a geographical cutting of where are these listeners coming from over the last 30 days as well. So all in all, that is the data that you're going to see for your entire all-up analytics view. And then up here in the top right corner, you have a drop down where you can select in and get these metrics specific to any one podcast that you've created. But one little note, to have a podcast show up here, you have to have analytics enabled. So let's go ahead and show you where you do that. So you go ahead and click podcast, you click create new podcast, and here at the bottom where you have the visibility, also very important to be public if you'd like it for it to grow and get picked up on things like YouTube and Google. But as well as that, there is an analytics toggle here. So we want to be very privacy friendly. So if you don't want to be tracked, that's fine. Disable it, but you have to enable this analytics field to make sure that we are storing all those metrics. Feel free to go into old podcasts, click edit, and then get taken to this page just like this, and go ahead and toggle this on, and you'll be able to see metrics moving forward. Happy podcasting.